Laura is a famous actress who constantly listens to people pitching her bad movie scripts. She has to smile through it all to avoid offending anyone. At a party, her ex-husband Tony shows up. Pretending to pitch a story, he accuses Laura of not spending enough time with their daughter, Anna. Laura is focused on her career, while Tony, a screenwriter battling depression and recovering from alcoholism, is struggling. They argue, and Tony asks if Laura remembered their daughter's birthday cake. She says she did, but as soon as he leaves, she tells her assistant Christian to quickly get one. Later, Laura's rival, Alba, tells her that a billionaire named Snail has just landed nearby to find the star of his new secret project. Both women want the job and exchange insults. At the party's reception, Laura tries to talk to Snail's son, Sebastian, to learn about the project. He mocks her for wearing an old watch and accidentally reveals Alba got the part. Laura is heartbroken but keeps smiling for the cameras. Back at the party, Laura congratulates Alba, saying if she had to lose the role, she's glad it was to her. They agree that women should support each other. That night, Alba is set to introduce a movie but admits she hasn't seen it. Laura gives her a fake summary, making Alba embarrass herself on stage, Laura's way of getting revenge. Later, Christian gets bombarded with angry messages from Sebastian. Meanwhile, Tony calls Laura from the airport, but the call cuts off. Christian then finds out the Pope just died, the third rich person to die in a few days. They rush to the airport, and Laura takes Alba's spot on Snail's private jet. Christian isn't allowed to come. On the plane, another passenger with strange glowing white teeth tells her another wealthy man just died. Laura video calls Tony and Anna for the birthday, but Anna is upset they're both away and hangs up. Laura and Tony argue again, and she demands he sign the divorce papers. In the plane bathroom, Laura steals expensive creams. On her way back, she notices the glowing teeth again. The plane lands in Alaska, and while others take cars, Laura is picked up by a sled. The driver takes her phone and gives her fur to keep warm. He tells her that Snail is rapidly expanding his company and offering great pay and benefits. They don't hear the plane explode behind them due to a snowstorm. In a snowy settlement, Snail welcomes the new arrivals and talks about honoring the first settlers of Alaska. He claims the world is weak and blames people for criticizing the rich. His new division will focus on philanthropy and clean energy. Laura signs a contract and celebrates, gaining stock and power. Snail tells her to go to an auction at Buckingham Palace and spend a lot of money. He gives her a book with a quote about being rich. The next day, Laura flies to London with another man, Mr. Yi, who also received the book. He jokes about slavery, making Laura uncomfortable. She tries calling Anna, but she doesn't answer. Suddenly, Laura learns Buckingham Palace was attacked, and rich people are dying mysteriously worldwide. The media blames terrorists or poisoned luxury items. People start calling it the rich flu. In London, chaos has taken over. Christian picks Laura up, and despite the panic, the auction is still happening. Laura wins a $2 million painting while trying to talk to Anna. She notices another man with glowing teeth, and soon the king dies in front of everyone. Days later, the media is full of theories. It's revealed the glowing teeth are a symptom of the deadly virus, which only affects the rich. Governments start placing billionaires under protection. Christian jokes they should just lock them all up to save everyone else. Laura's mom calls. Anna is staying with her in Spain. At the company office, Sebastian is furious Laura took his spot. He smashes the place and admits his dad fired him. He's been using company money to survive. Laura notices Sebastian's glowing teeth and flees. The government cancels all flights, but Laura tells Christian to find a way out. She needs to get back to Anna. Outside, protesters scream at her. On the phone, her broker tells her she's now extremely rich due to the crisis. But the stock market is closed, so she can't sell her shares. She can only spend or donate her fortune. Laura returns home to pack, but pauses to check her teeth in the mirror. 3 soldiers arrive saying she's been selected for protection. She agrees but escapes through the window, avoiding them. Driving away, Laura sees graffiti calling for the death of the rich. Christian finds her and gets her on a private plane where chaos reigns. A man with glowing teeth is attacked and ends up being thrown out mid-flight. Laura lands in Spain and finds Tony. She reads the book Snail gave her and realizes he tricked them. He gave away his fortune through fake jobs to stop being rich and avoid the virus. Furious, Laura throws the book. As they drive, police stop them. Laura hides her bag of money and jewelry. During the check, a truck crashes into the police, and Laura and Tony escape. The city is in chaos, with explosions and riots. They flee to a mountain town where Anna is living and wearing an anti-rich t-shirt. Laura blames her mother, Marta, for influencing Anna, but Marta says Anna is alive thanks to her. At dinner, locals eye Laura with suspicion. One man remembers her old watch from when she started acting, impressed she kept it. Another warns the virus is spreading down the wealth ladder. Laura might be next. That night, Laura admits she's rich and may be infected. A mob demands she leave. The whole family escapes by boat, hoping to reach Tanzania, where Marta has a friend living off the grid. They survive at sea by fishing and collecting rainwater. They rescue a woman named Yolaine, who had been drifting for days. But a military ship finds them and says no refugees are allowed. The next day, they're forced to jump into the sea and swim to an African island. On shore, they find a memorial for lost migrants and a crowded refugee camp. Yolaine fights through the crowd to get food. Soldiers test them for health and separate them by origin. Laura tries to use her charity work as an excuse to stay, but it doesn't help. She finds Mr. Yi again. He says poor countries are fine while Europe is collapsing. He warns her to hide at night and shows his glowing teeth, revealing he's infected. That night, Laura and Tony talk. She finds out he signed her fortune over to himself when she tried to give it away. Now he's rich and possibly infected. They're interrupted when 2 men kidnap Anna. Tony fights back but gets stabbed. Laura kills the attackers with a rock, shocking her family. They return to camp the next day and help build a big boat. After sailing for days, a patrol ship rams them, trying to drown them. Laura washes up on the beach, alone and desperate. Soldiers chase her, so she hides with help from a local woman. In disguise, she returns to the beach and finds Anna and Yolaine alive, but Marta has died, and Tony is missing. They join other refugees in a long, hard journey. Eventually, they reach a beach village where people must give up all personal items. Laura leaves behind her beloved watch. Now living off the land, Laura learns to adapt. One day, she sees someone wearing her old watch and tries to trade for it using shells. As she smiles, her teeth begin to glow. If this story moved you, if it made you think, feel, or question the world around you, then don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and comment with your thoughts below. And if you're drawn to powerful stories like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you'll always be here when the next chapter begins.